Hi friends, we're back for looking at some real world percent problems. And once again we have Libby with us. She's a 6th grader. Say hi, Libby.
Hi, Libby.
And we have Sienna with us. She's a 7th grader. Say hi, Sienna.
Hi, Sienna.
And they're hilarious. Okay, in a basketball game, Julie scored 24 of her team's 64 points. What percent of her team's points did she score? So first we should write this as a fraction, don't you think?
Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
What fraction of the points did she score?
24 out of 64.
Okay, why is that not a percent?
Because it's fraction.
It's not out of 100.
Ah, it's not out of 100. And yes, it is a fraction also. So, maybe we can simplify that fraction. Oh, Sienna says yes.
Libby
What do you
says
want to
no.
do, Libby, Sienna?
Reduce it.
By, what can we divide by?
2.
More. We can do 2.
Yeah.
4.
More.
6.
8. Let's divide by 8 over 8. And we could divide by 2 and then divide by 2 and then divide by 2 again. But 24 divided by 8 is?
3 over 8.
3 over 64. Okay, 8. Now we can turn our denominator into 100 if we know what to multiply 8 by. Do we know 8 times what is 100? It doesn't go in evenly. Okay.
No.
So we will skip that for now. In general, if you want to turn anything into a percent, you can multiply by 100.
Oh. Huh.
So 3 times 100.
300.
Ooh, actually, let's simplify first. 8 and 100 can both be divided by 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 8 divided by 4 is?
2.
100 divided by 4 is 25. Okay. 3 times 25. Think 3/4. Think money.
75.
75 over 2 times 1.
2.
Okay, 2 goes into 75. 2 into 7.
3.
3 times 2.
6.
Subtract.
1. 15.
2 into 15.
7.
Multiply.
14.
Subtract.
1.
Okay, so what is the mixed number?
37 and 1/2.
37 and 1 over 2. So she scored 37 and 1/2% of her team's points.
Oh.
Now, when we had 3/8, you can multiply 8 by 12.5, and that will make 100. So if we knew that, we could have done 3 times 12.5, and that would give us 37.5%. Sometimes it's handy to know that 8 times 12.5 fact. Okay, so she scored more than 30% of her team's points. Wow, good job, Julie. Okay, here's some areas where you might see percents. You might want to pause the video here and write these down. Not the definitions, but sales tax is money that they add on to a cost of something. And this is collected by a local government, like a city government. And this is how they do things like build roads, build schools, fund police and fire departments and other local services.
We learned about sales tax.
Cool.
Yeah.
Commission is money that a salesperson makes when they make a sale. Interest is money that you make when you put money into a bank account. And a tip is money that you leave for a server when you eat in a restaurant beyond what your bill is. And you can also tax or tip taxi drivers, people who work in hotels, your barber, lots of people. Okay, so Sal buys a new pair of shoes that cost $68.50. There's an 8% sales tax. What is the total cost of the shoes? So we need to find 8% because that's the sales tax, which is added onto the cost. So what is 100%? This is the cost of the shoes.
$68.50.
Good. What's 10%? We divide by 10. Everybody moves down a place value.
$6.85.
$6.85. Okay, what is 1%? Careful, we're gonna have kind of a funny number here. It won't really make sense for money.
69 hundredths.
Well, except we want to keep that 5, so we're gonna write 0.685.
Oh.
Everybody moves down another place value. And remember, Grandma used to say, if you can find one thing, you can find anything. Hooray! Okay, we want to move to 8%. How can we move from 8 to 1?
You times by 8.
So we're going to multiply this 0.685 by 8.
Okay.
8 times 5, 40,
40.
carry the 4. 8 times 8 plus 4,
68.
68, carry the 6. 8 times 6 plus 6,
48 plus 6 is 54.
54. Okay, now in our question, how many numbers are living in decimal land?
2, 1,
5.
something.
1, 2, how about 3?
3. Never
The
mind.
6, 8, 5 are behind the decimal.
1, 2,
So in
3.
our answer, we need 3 numbers behind the decimal. So where's it going to go? Where's our decimal place going to go?
5, 8, 5, 4, 8.0. Or 5,
5.4.
So I put 480 because we want 3
Oh,
numbers
yeah.
behind the decimal point. But in money, we wouldn't keep that 0.
Nope.
So it's just,
$5.48.
so that's 8%, is $5.48. Is that what Sal is going to pay for the shoes?
No.
No.
Why not?
Because that's just the tax.
That's just the tax. He still has to buy the shoes. So what are we going to do?
Well,
Add.
He has to pay for the shoes, and he has to pay for the tax, and we add them together. So this cost is the shoes, this is the tax, and we get 0 plus 8, 8, 9, bring down the decimal point, 8 plus 5, what's that, 13.
7.
So the total cost of the shoes is $73.98.
cents.
So if he goes to the store with $70 and he sees, ooh, $68 shoes, does he have enough?
No.
No, because he has to pay $73. So you can't just look at the price tag if you want to find out what it's going to cost. Miss Diaz makes 15% commission on every car she sells. If she sells a $24,300 car, how much commission does she earn? What is commission?
How much you get from selling something?
Yep. So if you sell things for a living, you make money with commission. So 100%, that's the price of the car. What's that? What is the price of the car?
$24,300.
Divide that by 10, that's 10%.
2430.
2,430. Yeah, we can just take off a 0. And now we want to find 15%. We could find 1%, because if you can find one thing, you can find,
Anything.
hooray.
Hooray.
But I'm going to say let's find 5%. Because 5 is half of 10.
Yep.
What's half of 2,000?
1,000.
What's half of 400?
200.
What's half of 30?
15.
So now we know 5% and we know 10%. So to get 15%,
You
we can add these together. So if we add 1215 to 2430,
5, 4, 6, 3.
so that is the 15%. That is her commission. So she sells this $24,000 car, $300 car. She gets to keep $3,645 as her little bonus for making the sale. Make sense?
Yep.
Jackie deposits some money into a bank account that earns 3% interest.
Good for him.
If she makes $108 in interest, how much money did she put into the bank account? So do we know our 100%? Or what do we know?
Well, she earns 3% interest and
So-
she makes $108.
So is $108, is that the money she puts in the bank or is that the interest?
That's the interest.
So is that 100% or is that 3%?
3%.
So that's 108 and we're looking for 100%.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how to move from 3 to 100, so let's move down to 1 because if you can find one thing,
You can find anything.
hooray! How do we move from 3 to 1?
You multiply 3.
How about divide by 3?
Divide.
So we divide 108 by 3.
Yep.
Let's do it. 3 into 10.
3.
Multiply,
9, 1.
subtract. Bring down the 8. 3 into 8,
6.
6. So 1% is 36. How do we move from 1 all the way to 100?
You
Times
Times
by
100.
100.
And 36 times 100? You just add on 2 zeros or
3,600.
and there you go. So
Dollars.
Jackie put $3,600 into the account. Good job. Thank you, Libby, for including the dollars. And she earned $108 in interest.
Yep.
Ooh, bonus question. How much money does she have in the bank now?
Oh,
What can we do?
Add.
subtract.
Oh, we could add. No. So interest we like. Interest, it gets added onto your account. So we could add 108.
108,807.3.
So this wasn't the question, but the question was how much did she originally deposit into account? It was 3,600. But if it said how much money does she have in the account now, you could add them and it would be 3,708. And I think that's all we have for today. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, Sienna.
Thank you, Sienna.
Thank you, Libby.
Thank you, Libby.
Toodles.